All right, for tonight's flipped homework assignment, we will be recapping what we've learned over the last two lessons of box and whisker plots. And so to get started, we're first going to line up the digits from least to greatest. Next, you are going to identify the 5 points that you need to create a box and whisker plot. And that will include the median, the upper quartile, the lower quartile, the upper extreme, and the lower extreme. Next, you're going to plot the points above your graph. They are going to be floating. You're going to make boxes with your median and upper and lower quartiles, and you're going to make whiskers with your lower and upper extreme values. Let's move on to our first example. So here is the data set, and we have 12 pieces of data. So please add 12 to your circle number. And then what I recommend is that you do 12 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That way, when you're putting them in order, you don't miss a number. And let's get started filling them in. We have 0, 1, 4, 5, 2 6s, 1 7, 2 8s, 15, and then 2 17s. I have 12 numbers, so that means I'm going to have 2 numbers smack in the middle. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this tells me I'm going to have these 2 numbers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my left. So the 6 and 7 are smack in the middle. So I know my median value is going to be 6.5. And now for my upper extreme and for my lower extreme, I know I'm going to include this 6 in my lower half of data. And over here, I'm going to bump the 7 with the upper half. So now for my lower extreme and my upper extreme, I have 0, upper extreme 17, lower extreme 0. Now let's do my upper and lower quartile. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know I'm going to have 4 and 5, and that will be smack in the middle, would be 4.5. And now down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's going to be between 8 and 15. And that's a little bit hard to visualize in the number line. So I'm going to do some side work for that. So I'm going to add those 2, and then 23 divided by 2. And that goes into 1, decimal point, and 5. So I get 11.5. Alrighty, so now let's get started with our number line. I'm just judging, I think I'm going to go by 5s. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm good to go. So above the 0 is going to be 1 dot. Next, 4.5 is going to be about here. Then 6.5 is going to be about here. 11.5 here. And 17 is about here. So in my 3 median middle values, those get vertical lines. I'm going to attach them with boxes, and next I will draw my whiskers. Great. The second example, let's reveal the data set. And by counting, I can see my circle number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is going to be 10. And now 10 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I'm going to start to put them in order. So I have 2, 5, 10, 11, 14, 17, 19, another 19, 22, and 29. So with 10, 10's an even number. I know I'm going to have two numbers smack in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have these two numbers, 4 to the left, 4 to the right. So I have 14 and 17. So I'm going to do some side work. 31. And when I do 31 divided by 2, do you know what? I know 30 divided by 2 is 15. And 1 divided by 2 is a half. So I know it's going to be 15 and a half. So the median value here is going to be 15.5. Great. Now let's do my lower, my lower half. That 14 is going to be chunked with the bottom, and the 17 is going to go up to the top. So we have the middle number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to make this middle number right here, 10 is going to be the lower quartile. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this 19 is going to be the other one. Upper extreme 29, lower extreme 2, and we are good to go. And let's go by fives again. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Above the 2, next we have 10, then we have 15.5, then we have 19, pretty close, and then all the way over here to 29. We have our 5 points. Let's draw our vertical lines to make our boxes, and let's connect them. And now our whiskers. Wonderful. Next example. So let's reveal our data set. Make sure you flip your paper over, jot down that data set, and we have a total of 9 digits here. And let's jot down that 9. And let's do the 9 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now let's put our data in order from least to greatest. 34, 39, 41, 44, 49, 51, 53, 65, and 72. We have 9, so that means I'm going to have the 5th digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is going to be our median value. We have 4 to the right, 4 to the left, so 49. And since it's an odd number, 49 isn't included in the lower or upper half. So these numbers are the only numbers I'm going to include in my lower half, and these numbers are the only numbers I'm going to include in my upper half. And between 39 and 41 for my lower, these two, for my lower quartile, I know I can visualize on the number line that 40 would be right in the middle. And then down here, what happened to my highlighting? Here we are. Oops, stay there. Okay. And now down here, we have 53 and 65. That's not as pretty as the lower quartile. So the upper quartile is going to require that I do some work, which is fine. 53, 65. When I add them up, I get 118. And then just cut 118 in half. I get 59. And that goes right there. So far, so good. Now, lower extreme, upper extreme. And now we're ready for a box and whisker plot. I'm going to go by tens, and my lowest number is 34, so I'm going to start with 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now 34 would be about here. Next would be 40, 40, and 49, and then 59, and then 72. My 3 middle median numbers, This is my median value. This is my lower quartile. This is my upper quartile. I will connect. And then my upper whisker and my lower whisker. Excellent. Those are the 3 examples. Right now, if you're feeling good about these skills, you can move on to the key work, or you can rewind and rewatch any part of this video. Good luck.